Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for tonight's NBA slate on Tuesday, May the 7th. We've once again got two games on Tuesday night. We got game one of the Celtics and Cavs series, and then we have game one of the Mavericks and Thunder series. So we got some new series kicking off on Tuesday night, and I got two player props, guys, that I do want to share with you in this video that we're going to talk about. Two early plays I'm liking for these games on Tuesday. So we're going to talk through each one of these plays, share why I like them. Before we do get started though, as always, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, make sure you hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, you can sign up, linked down below in the description, or use that promo code NOAH. When you sign up, you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. And we do also have a partnership with Sleeper. If you guys want to check out Sleeper, you can do so. Linked down below in the description, or just use that promo code NOAH over on Sleeper, and you'll get your first deposit matched up to $500. Now, if you guys don't know what Sleeper is, they are a DFS pick'em app similar to Prizepicks. Really simple, easy to use. You're just picking over or under on player projections. You build out an entry. You're able to make up to an 8-pick entry on Sleeper. You're able to win up to 100x your money. So if you guys do want to check them out, again, use that code NOAH when you sign up, and you'll get your first deposit matched up to $500. But let's go ahead and talk through the props I'm liking for Tuesday, guys. Now, to recap our plays quickly from Monday, we gave out two picks Monday. Hit one of the two plays we gave out. The other play was a Rudy Gobert over, and Gobert didn't play Monday. So technically, our two-pick entry from Monday got refunded. But we did hit Miles Turner under 7.5 rebounds. That was a sweat-free cash. Turner only had 2 rebounds and the whatever 32, 33 minutes he played. Can't remember how many minutes he played, but yeah, that was a sweat-free cash. Unfortunately, though, paired it with Gobert over PRA, and Gobert didn't play. So the two-pick entry from Monday got refunded. We'll move on to Tuesday. So talking through the props I'm liking for Tuesday. First prop we're going to take a look at is going to be a points plus rebounds prop, and I'm looking at Al Horford at 17.5 points plus rebounds, and I like the under here, less than 17.5 PR for Al Horford. And let's talk through why I like this prop. So if you look at his last 5 games, it doesn't really mean anything. Horford, he's gone under this line in all of his last 5 games, but take that with a grain of salt because, most of these games Kristaps Porzingis played in. Now, last game was without Kristaps Porzingis. Horford only had 14 PR, but he did only play like 23 minutes last game because the game was a massive blowout. But the reason I like this under on Horford, obviously Porzingis being out does matter a lot, and Horford is going to start at center in place of Porzingis. But if you look at Horford this season without Porzingis, he's had some good games. He's also had some, kind of mediocre games. A lot of his big games this season without Porzingis have come in some good matchups. Like, he's got to face the Wizards. He had 14 points and 4 rebounds against the Wizards. He had 11 and 4 against Portland. Like, he's had some good matchups during the regular season and had some good games without Porzingis, but this is not the best matchup for Horford going up against the Cavs. Cavs are a good defensive team. They play at a slow pace. They've typically been a tough matchup for opposing centers. We'll have to see if Jared Allen plays in this series. Jared Allen has been out for like the last 3 or 4 games for Cleveland. I think there's a chance maybe Jared Allen returns tonight, but we'll have to see. If Jared Allen plays, I definitely like this under even more because obviously if Allen plays, that's going to make Cleveland's defense even stronger. If Allen is out, then it becomes a slightly better matchup for Al Horford. But Horford, you look at what he's done so far in the postseason. Again, take it with a grain of salt because, most of those games were with Porzingis. But like you look at the role he's had on offense, like Horford is a very low usage player. He is not a guy at this point in his career that's going to go out there and take a bunch of shots unless he just gets hot from the field. If he gets hot from 3, then maybe he'll keep shooting. But for the most part, he's not someone you really expect to go out there and have a bunch of volume. So far in the playoffs, he's only taken 8, 3, 7, 5, and 4 shots. Last game, he only shot the ball 4 times without Porzingis. And if you look at his usage rate last game, Al Horford had a 9% usage rate last game, which is very, very low, 9.4%. That was almost the lowest on the team. Only Xavier Tillman and Luke Cornett had a lower usage rate than Al Horford last game. So Horford just doesn't really he's not a guy that just goes out there and shoots the ball a ton. Typically, he's just going to kind of shoot some threes. If he's open, he'll take those shots. Maybe he'll get some putbacks. But this is a matchup where I think him getting putbacks, dominating on the glass is pretty unlikely. Cleveland's historically been a good rebounding team. They've been a tough team to get easy stuff against. They're a team that's going to make you work. They're one of the best defensive teams in the league. So I like this under 17.5 PR for Al Horford. I think the matchup's not great here, even though Horford probably will play 30-plus minutes in this series on a nightly basis while Porzingis is out. I just think it's a really tough matchup. Horford's not a guy that's going to go out there and typically shoot the ball a ton. Another prop that I like for Al Horford is less than 7.5 rebounds. A lot of sports books have this juiced towards the under around like minus 140. Pinnacle, I think, had it at minus 145. So I like that as well. I think I prefer PR though, just because I think Horford probably gets less than 10 points, and if he gets less than 10 points, pretty good chance, it's going to look better to take under 17.5 PR than it is to take under 7.5 rebounds. But I like both these props, under 17.5 PR for Horford, under 7.5 rebounds. Just don't like the matchup here for Horford. I know he's going to see increased minutes without Porzingis, but a lot of his good games this season without Porzingis have come in some easy matchups. This is obviously not that going up against Cleveland. Probably one of the tougher matchups you can get as a center. And even if Jared Allen's out for Cleveland today, like it's still Horford's still going to see a lot of Evan Mobley, which is not a good matchup either. So I like this under less than 17.5 points plus rebounds for Al Horford. And then the other prop that I like to pair with that is a points prop. And we're going to look at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at 28 points. Well, his line was at 28. Now it's at 28.5. That's kind of annoying. It did get bumped up half a point, but I think I'm still okay taking it at 28.5. You just don't get that. You don't get that push equity in the chance that Shai finishes with 28 points. But at 28.5, I still like the over here. And let's talk through why I like this prop. So if you look at what Shai did in the series against the Pelicans, he only went over this line in 1 out of 4 games. One of the games he lost by the hook, and then the other 2 games, just had 24 points. But this is a completely different matchup against the Mavericks. Now, is this like the greatest matchup ever for Shai? I don't think so. The Mavericks have improved a ton defensively. They have better defenders now in PJ Washington and Derek Jones Jr., 2 guys that can defend Shai. I assume those will be the 2 guys you see guard Shai for the most part. But Shai's going to have huge usage. He's going to see a huge role here. If you look at what he's done, like in terms of usage so far in the playoffs, 32% usage rate for Shai. And if you look at these games, like he's been playing huge minutes in the postseason. And that's something we didn't really see during the regular season. I'm going to pull up his game log in the playoffs so far. So in the playoffs so far, let's see. Shai has played 39, 35, 37, and 40 minutes. And I think a couple of those games against the Pelicans might have been blowouts. But 40 minutes in their most recent game, which I think was competitive. 39 in game 1. He's playing huge minutes. The volume continues to be massive. In those games against the Pelicans, he had 24, 19, 20, and 21 shot attempts. So you're getting the volume from Shai. You're getting the minutes. The matchup here against Dallas, I don't think it's the greatest matchup. I don't think it's the worst matchup either. I think this is probably a better matchup for Shai than the previous series against the Pelicans. The Pelicans, especially with Herb Jones, really good one-on-one defender, one of the better one-on-one defenders in the league. I like Shai to have a better series here against the Mavericks than he did against the Pelicans. I think you're also going to see these games be way more competitive than the ones against the New Orleans were. I mean, I'm pretty sure 3 of the 4 games in that series were blowouts. Like, I think game 1 was competitive. Game 1 was 94-92, but then game 2, the Thunder won by like 32. Game 3, they won by 21. Game 4 was kind of competitive. They won by 8. But you didn't really see Shai, have to play huge minutes in that series. He did get up to 40 minutes in Game 4, but most of those games in that series against the Pelicans were not really competitive. I think here against the Mavericks, we're going to see some more competitive games. I think these 2 teams match up pretty evenly. I think this is going to be a fun series. I'm excited to watch this game. Right now, this game has a 3.5 point spread, so Vegas, they're expecting this game to be competitive. So I like Shai more than 28.5 points here. I think this is a better matchup for him against the Mavericks. I think last series was a tough spot for him against the Pelicans. I like him to have a better series here and a slightly better matchup against Dallas. And if you look at what he's done against Dallas this season, for what it's worth, he's played them 4 times. Now, he's only gone over this prop once against Dallas this season in the 4 games he faced them. But one of the games he played Dallas, he only played 16 minutes. Not exactly sure why. Maybe foul trouble or something. Only played 16 minutes. Maybe that was that might have been like the last day of the regular season, and he just only played like the first half. But then he played 37 minutes, had 31 points. Then there was a game he played 29 minutes. I think he lost minutes for blowout, had 25 points in 29 minutes. And then there was a game he played 39 minutes and had 17 points. So in 2 games against Dallas where he played full minutes, he had 17 and 31 points. So he had a really bad game and then he had a really good game. I think this line of 28.5 could be a little bit higher on SGA. I think it probably could be 29.5 here. We know we're getting the minutes for Shea. We know we're getting the volume. And I think, in this series, these games project to be more competitive against Dallas. I think we're going to have to see Shea play 38, 39, 40 minutes. And when we're getting those type of minutes from SGA, I like our chances at 29 points or more. So that's what I'm liking as our 2 props for Tuesday, guys. Al Horford, less than 17.5 PR, and SGA, more than 28.5 points. That line was at 28, that line was at 28. It's at 28.5 now, but it was at 28 before I started recording this video. It's at 28.5 now. I still think it's okay to play at 28.5. But that's what I'm liking for Tuesday, guys. So if you're going to be tailing these 2 plays, let's hopefully hit both these plays and make some money tonight. I do always appreciate you guys watching these Prizepicks videos. Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, use that promo code NOAH, linked down below in the description. When you sign up, you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. But good luck tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.